Hello, hello. All right. Give it a minute to get started and then we'll roll. Let's get out a couple of tweets and then we'll we'll get going. All right. So what we're going to be doing today is playing some APF, the RPCS3 emulator. What's going on, Sim Nation? I'm going to mess around and do a little bit of, have a little bit of fun here. Get my levels all right. Hopefully you guys can hear everything okay. Just going to be doing some gameplay here. Let's see. All right, let me get a couple things squared away, and then we'll get rolling. Yeah, best football game to date. Not even a question. Not even a question. Too bad they couldn't do more with it, but we'll get there. Let me give it a second for people to come in, and then we'll get started. All right. So, for those of you guys who don't know, who are not familiar, this is all Pro Football 2K8. It's a game that came out in 2007, and I know a lot of the young cats out there. They're just getting into this game, or they've never even realized it existed. But this game is very deep, and when I say deep, I mean the gameplay. Everything that went into this game was 99% focused on gameplay. And as a result, they left some pieces out. I'm sure they ran out of funding, or they called, they said this is enough, and they went ahead and, released it as it was. And yeah, but before we get fully into it, I'm playing this game on PC right now. I'm playing with the RPCS3 PlayStation 3 emulator, and it's the easiest way to get the game on your screen to definitely if you're going to be doing any kind of streaming or video recording. It's very simple to use. The graphics are are not like, they're a lot sharper, right? So if we take a look at this image here and just zoom in, one of the things that I'm noticing that's an issue right now are these helmets. You know, the textures having some issues rendering, but the actual face and the jersey and everything, it looks pretty good, right? It looks pretty good. And so what you get with this is you get the convenience of putting it on your screen here. I have the PS3 disc. I have the Xbox 360 disc. I have plenty of copies. So you got to get the ISO on your own. But you know, I own this stuff, so I'm not worried about any copyright or any weird things like that. But this is the 1984 roster mod, and I'm going to talk through a bunch of things on this stream because I just felt like streaming. I wanted to just have a little bit of fun and get away from game dev stuff. And it's the weekend. So I figured I'd do some things. I did a video earlier with console updates. It should be going live very soon today. So look out for that. But one thing that I haven't done in a long time was play all pro football. And I've played the 1993 roster. So 2K football now, he's also called A Zempel on the Discord. So for those of you who don't know, I made the all pro football editor a long time ago, a guy by the name of Flying Finn. He was the originator of the 2K5 editor. And that was when I first experienced or witnessed somebody doing mods with games that I love, right? And ESPN 2K5 was basically the beginning of that for me. And I started to like gain some curiosity with how the hell did he do that, right? Like how was that created? And what does it take to do that kind of stuff? I have an IT background, development background, and I just started to poke my nose into things. And before you knew it, I was off and running. And my first editor I created was the ESPN 2K4 editor, which I hear they're doing some things with that right now with the Simulation Football League. They're moving towards that. And you guys can access these editors on simheads.com. You need to be logged in order to see it. It's on the products page, on the very top menu, products. But if you check that out, there's some really, really cool stuff in there. I mean, and I'm not really going to show it here, but you can basically create any roster you want. And there's some cool tricks and things that were uncovered, like the faces, like everybody in here, if this was done the proper way, which I think he did it that way. Like every single player has legend faces. I don't know why, but all these linemen are kind of sharing the same face. From what I'm seeing, they look kind of the same. But what's cool about it is in this game. So when this game came out, you basically got to pick, I think it was 11 legends, right? That was kind of like the first default way the game came out. So it starts you out by grabbing, I think it was 11 or 12, I forget now. So there's 2 gold, 3 silver, and I think 6. So 6, 3, and 2. So it's 11, right? And the game was very limited because the graphics, there's a lot of things, right? You can only pick 11 players. The rest of the players were auto-filled into your roster. And whatever the full roster was, I mean, they don't even really have a lot of subs in this game, but the full roster, I think it's 53-man roster. I don't even know. Can I even look at it here without it crashing? So you only have 2 quarterbacks, 1 fullback, 2 halfbacks. I think you got 6 wide receivers. Well, you got 5, but you see how their faces are all kind of shared, because if you don't share the faces like this, then you get these generic faces that look really awful. They look really bad. And the editor was able to uncover a lot of these cool things like throwing motions, and when you're running, you can actually like do the high kick runs, or you can take on different traits. In this game, the entire secret to this game are the animations, right? Like these animations are just beautiful. The game runs and looks beautiful. If you look at these replay, the way that he drops back, the way the pocket forms, all this stuff here, look, it's a thing of beauty, right? And you lose a little bit of control with that because like back in the day, well, I'm not even seeing any chat. So if you guys, here we go. Sorry, I've been missing the chat. What's going on, Hubert? View, what's going on, brother? The game is beautiful. The game is beautiful. Yep, old man games today. But I'm just hanging out, and I'm actually I'm doing this because I wanted to play around and have a little bit of fun. And I also wanted to share the game with you guys because a lot of people don't know about this game. And a lot of the young generation, the younger people out there, they don't even play this game. And they don't realize what they're missing. The game had limitations, right? It didn't have the license. It didn't have a fully flushed out franchise mode. But that's okay. Like it has a season mode and you can do a lot with that mode. And the way to play this game is to create your own roster, or if you have someone who has the passion like 2K football now does, and to create these rosters, with the high quality that I know he does, then you can, use your own. But I really wanted to just play around here and share this with you guys because the emulator, I don't normally do emulation. Like you look at the stands back there and, if you check this out over here, the textures are all goofed up, things are all screwed up around here. But for the most part, for things that matter, it looks pretty solid, right? Like this coach here, see if we can get him, take a look at him. He looks pretty good, right? Can I get even closer? Whoops. Like those textures are pretty solid, right? The game is really old, right? The game came out in 2007, so you have to kind of just remember that. And gameplay has nothing to do with graphics, like literally nothing to do with graphics. And, this game has a lot of depth to it. Even the quarterback, if you flick the right stick, like if you're about to get tackled and you flick the right stick, depending on the quarterback's attributes, I'm pretty sure it has to do with the ratings. I'm not sure what ratings are involved in this, but I've noticed that if you're gonna get sacked, you can flick the right stick, and I'll show you in a second what that looks like before I get sacked because I can't pull it off for some reason. But like you can do these moves here with the right stick, so like that one there, and then depending on the quarterback, you can get away with it better. I'm sure Randall Cunningham has a better chance of doing that. But before we get into it, these are the 1984 rosters. There's also a 1993 roster. There's a link in the description here to get to the APFe Discord. APFe is the All-Pro Football editor I created. There's a Discord there. Jump in there. There's all sorts of channel. That place is live every day. People are going in there like crazy. I haven't been in there in a while. But the life that this game has gotten from the editor has been huge, right? It first started out with Flying Finn making a very quick and easy, like simple, like baby editor that only did so much. But it was limiting or whatever, limiting, and it only allowed you to do so much, and it was buggy back then. So, but it was at that point where once I did the 2K4 editor, I jumped on to, I think, Backbreaker, then the APF one. I tried to do NFL Fever, and I stopped after so long because that one got really, really difficult, and the game wasn't really worth all the effort in the end to keep going forward. But this game here, this is my pride and joy. Like, this is my favorite football game of all time. Hands down, my favorite football game. Tecmo Bowl was great for its time, and when I was young, we played it the hell out of Tecmo Bowl, and I played it all the time, and I had a great time with that game. But as an adult, this is my favorite game, my favorite football game of all time. It's a shame that it didn't have more, but the APF editor really does give this game a lot of options and customization. And on top of it, you can recreate your entire team. You can recreate a league. You can't do a full 32 team league. You can do 24 teams when it goes into a season or whatever. But you can create, I think it's 24 teams, and then you have, I believe, 6. It's been or 8. It's been so long since I messed around with it. Let me open up the editor real quick. I'll tell you exactly what it does. Let me load up the roster here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. I think you do have 32 teams that you can actually mess with. Yeah, you have 32 teams you can create, but then only 24 of them can actually go into a season. And I guess I could show you guys my monitor here. Does that even show up? Let's see. Yeah, you guys can see that now. So like this is the editor. And as you can see here are all the teams that are in this file, right? So it has a number of different teams. And then you can only control, I think, 8 of them, right? So like the Bills right now, I'm controlling the Bills. And if you look at the Bills here, you can see this check boxes, if you can actually see that. I don't have the cursor showing right now, but this is where you can do a lot of the team customization stuff. And then you have your roster, and then you can go into the depth chart, and you can like move people around. This is a pretty heavy duty piece of software that I created. Like I went crazy with this thing. I really did. You could do bulk updates. You could do all sorts of cool little tricks. And there's just a ton you can do. When you go edit your player, you have all these different things you can do. You can mess around with their throwing styles. And I recorded all of this stuff. So you can actually sit here and look at the different animations and this isn't a sales pitch for the editor. A lot of people get the editor. Like it's pretty crazy how much support it's gotten. And if you don't have it, it's probably the best money you could spend on a football, like to enhance your football life. I mean, I wish I could do that. I wish I could spend $1,000 and get that, because it's a lot of time I spent on this, and it's pretty awesome at the end of the day. So I'm not going to save that. Let's jump back into the game here. I'm probably going to do an exhibition game just to mess around. And then like, if you guys have any kind of like questions or anything, or you want to talk about anything, I'll be checking out the chat. The emulator crashes a lot. I have noticed a few crashes that have come up. But it's been pretty decent for the little bit I used it. I tried it out yesterday, and it was pretty cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump into a game just to kind of play around. I'll show you my settings. I have the settings that came from 2K Football Now. He hooked me up with this. So these are all my settings. If you want to pause it, check it out. These are all of the settings that I'm rolling with right now. Presentation wise, I'm going to take the volume off here. Leave everything rolling. I'll bring this down a little bit. Bring the crowd volume down a little bit. Keep it like that. Turn the replays off. I don't need to see those. I'll do those myself. One thing I want to make sure I have on is the multiple hot routes. And let's go ahead and play a little bit of APF, guys. So I'm probably going to be a different team just because I'm going to be the Bears, I think. And then who's in the Falcons here? Let's see. I'll play against the Falcons. Let's do that. So we got about 30 people in here, 27, 30 people. I don't even know. But this game's the best, man. Like, and it draws a crowd, like people who've never seen this before. they have no idea what this game is. You know, they're like, what is this game? This game looks so old, but it looks so good, and the graphics are phenomenal, and the presentation is pretty crazy, and like the way the guys run into the sidelines, like all the different animations. The emulator looks sharp. Looks really sharp. So these are the Falcons from 1984. And these are their star players. And obviously the Bears, we all know the Bears. They were a solid team back then. Walter Payton.
What's up, Walter? How you doing?
Let me put the volume up a little bit for you guys so you guys can kind of
Give us tails.
hear it.
We'll receive.
All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and just mess around and try to play. I mean, obviously we got McMahon in the back. I don't even think he's a star. Yeah, Jim McMahon. He's got attributes, but he's not an actual star. See, that's funny. He's not a star player, but that's what's cool about the editor too. You can put attributes on guys and they don't have to be stars. This is the RPC. This is the PlayStation emulator, RPC S3. And it runs pretty well. Like, my machine gets a little hot, you know, but I know it runs on the Steam Deck, which I really want to get this game rolling on the Steam Deck. I want to see what that looks like because that's going to be pretty sick. What's going on with, you're saying this thing crashes mid-game? If it crashes, I'll just start it up again, but it looks pretty sweet. Oh, that was right there for me for the taking. I don't know why I can't strafe, though. I'm not used to the PlayStation controls, but strafing should be... should be R2. That was all me, though, by the way, if we want to take a look at that just for the hell of it, because I did... It's hard to play defense in this game, you know, and if we take a look at me, I was all over this thing. Like, these controls are bugging me. I mean, I was all over this pass. I could have intercepted that pass. Leslie Frazier, my boy. Oh, I gotta be Leslie. He was a CB back then, I'm pretty sure. Where is he? There he is. And he was a great player. There we go. I'm strafing now. Nice tackle, boy. Nice tackle. Let me know if the volume sounds good on the game, if I need to put it up a little bit. And they're probably going to be throwing this. Let's go dime. Yeah, they're coming out with 4 receivers. And I built, you know, APF. I built Legend Bowl. A lot of what I did with Legend Bowl was based off of this game. You know, like, this is my favorite game. Oh, man. See, I was right there, but I should have strafed and turned around. But we stopped them. This game's hard. This game's hard. And it's hard to tackle in this game. We wanted to make an 84 for LB, but there was no rice. All right. You know, I normally, like I said, I normally play these games like on their truest form. I mean, I have the OG One Xbox because I love playing 2K5 on that. But to take all that stuff out and to plug it in and to deal with like all of that it's not, you know, it's not the same. You know, it's just not the same. It's a lot of work you get the authentic feel of the game, but you also, it's just kind of a hassle to get it going. And, you got to take up space in your family room or your, wherever you have your game system set up. And this is pretty damn convenient and it looks pretty nice. So I'm kind of excited to mess around with this. I'm going to try to go to L1 if he blitzes me, but he didn't blitz. I'll run this. Hey, don't hit me, bro. I was going down. But this game has so much in it. It's crazy. Like, it's just amazing. And I used to play in a league with these sim guys. Vinny. Hold on a second. My dog's trying to lay on something he's not supposed to be. Oh, I got a penalty. Come on. Not paying attention. Oh, yeah. I mean, this game, it's watching this game, which is why the Simulation League has done so well. Like, just watching the game. I'm going to try to get Payne in here. I don't want him to just be out of this. Watching this game in the broadcast view, it looks amazing. And that's what 2K does very well. They make the games look great, right? They make the games look phenomenal. But, oh, come on. And I swear that, like, they probably spent so much time on the pocket play because, like, just being able to like, figure out how long it takes for you to have time in the pocket, and I could have, I was trying to throw that guy over there on the left, but I was going to loft it over their head, see if I can get it over to them. But they did a great job with this pocket. I mean, look at how this pocket forms, guys. Like, it's just amazing how dynamic everybody looks. They got two guys blocking the guy in the top. They got these guys battling it out on the right over here. Whoops. These guys are battling it out. It looks beautiful. This guy does a spin move and gets around him. It just looks phenomenal, man. Like, and that's the hardest thing with football, 3D football games especially, is making the transit. And we talked about that in that stream we did the other day with the Maximum Football News we got. That might be too much. Oh, he's going to catch it. The most difficult part with making a football game, a 3D football game, is the animation sequences. Like going from one animation to another, whether it be running and then stopping and then falling and then going into a stance or going into a jump movement. Like all of those animations, they're going to be running this for sure. Yeah, counter. Oh, see. It's hard to tackle in this game. Like, even just trying to, like, target the guy and intercept his path, it's very, very difficult. This game, and that's what sucks about this game, is that we didn't get enough. The game didn't get enough support, but it did. This is what's sad about this. The game did exactly what it should have done. It focused on the gameplay. It focused on the meat, the core, the core part of your dish, right? It focused on the main ingredient, right? The steak. It focused on that 100%. And then the thing about this game is, like, man, like, they had the gameplay down. It wasn't perfect, but it was the best on the field gameplay experience ever. And good tackle. And all they had to do from here was create the modes to layer on top. And that's kind of the model that I've followed with you know, that is the model I followed with Legend Bowl, because what I did was, all right, you want to do that. I'm going to just be Singletary for now. What I did was I focused on the gameplay and the customization and being able to allow people to make whatever they wanted to make in the game and to enjoy an experience on the field. And now I have a football engine that I can do stuff with, which I'm doing something with it, by the way, but it's kind of on the, it's kind of on the low for now. I can't really discuss it yet or share it with you guys, but I'm doing something. The thing though is you build an engine, right? And that engine is your foundation, right? And then once you get that foundation down, it's even cool, like the way, like this tackle right here. Let's take a look at that real quick, because this guy gets hit first right there, and then he gets hit again by me, and that second hit, let's look at that again. Let's look at it like this way. That second hit right there, you can see that he gets hit twice, right? And look at that. Look at those animations, how beautiful that looks. You guys telling me there's a better game out that does that? Now, the way Singletary kind of rotated around right there looks a little weird, but he like suctions into him a little weird, but that's okay. Like that's in real time. That doesn't look bad at all, you know? But basically what I was trying to explain was that APF did it right. They focused on the right stuff, and nobody, like not enough people gave it support, right? They even got legends, you know? They even got legends to come into the game so that they had some kind of, oh no. So they had some kind of familiarity with the players, and it wasn't just generic people. But at the time, like, and that's part of the problem too when you're having to compete with the license, is if you have to make a game that needs and requires you to fully customize and build an entire roster, 99% of the people aren't going to want to do that, right? They're going to be like, this is way too overwhelming. I want a game that I can actually just plug and play and not worry about, you know, having to do all this work, you know, just to be able to play the game that I want to play. Like, right? People are busy. People are lazy. Their time is valuable. Their attention spans are very short, especially nowadays, right? They don't want to deal with, third and inches. You know, they don't want to deal with having to pick up a game and do all of this legwork. Like even setting this up took a little bit of work, right? I had to figure this all out. And thanks to, you know, to 2K Football now, he hooked me up with, you know, some quick tips on how to get this thing rolling. But it's not that crazy, you know, but you have to be somewhat technical. You have to kind of have an idea of how to navigate a computer, right? Man, that was a nice play right there. Like that was a nice little, that's what I wish I had in Legend Bowl. I wish I had plays like this where it's like misdirection plays. Like I thought he was going to 21 just because the way he ran around him like that. You know, that looked pretty nice. But even then, I just couldn't get it. 47 put up a nice block. And Singletary should have had him, to be honest with you. But yeah, anybody that wants to play a great football game, this is the way to play it. And this emulator just makes it so convenient. You know, it just makes it so convenient. Like what's funny is I actually plugged in All Pro Football downstairs on my Xbox 360. And I did that like 4 days ago, and I was messing around with it, and I wanted to get things going. But, you know, you got to get the roster, put it on a USB or FTP it over if you got a modded, you know, system, and you got to get the roster over there, which I can easily do that. But this is just nice for, especially if you're going to be recording or streaming. This just makes it a lot easier. And the graphics are very nice, minus a couple of little glitches with the helmet. You know, that's an issue that hopefully gets resolved, and the stability issues people are complaining about. then, you know, I think it's going to be... I'm not even running the ball, which I'm making a huge mistake. Let's run the ball here. There we go. How's the game volume? Is the game volume okay? And even the fatigue, like if you don't, you know, if you're not careful, like right now, I wish that ticker would go away when you do this because the fatigue sometimes gets hidden. But you want that fatigue to come up. It's very important to have the fatigue in this game, your stamina. Ah. And running the ball is beautiful in this game. But there are a lot of people, game volume's low, all right. Let me know if that's better. I'd love to go to either square or L1 here. Oh no. I don't know how I got that off. I don't know how I got that off. That was terrible. I actually bumped into, and that's the thing with this game. You have to have, let me put my volume down a little bit. You have to have, like I got bumped into this guy, and you have to have a nice, I mean, I don't know how the hell I got that off, but I was trying to move over a little bit from the guy on the right that was chasing me. And then, but I ran right into my guy, and I just got stuck in this crazy, weird sequence. But that's why this game is awesome, because you have to have your feet on the floor. You know? You have to have your feet on the floor in this game. You have to freaking get your feet planted, get them in the right position. If you throw across your body, you're going to have issues, right? See, his fatigue is way down. So I'm going to sit here and wait for it to come up a little bit. But that's the cool thing about this game. This game is simulation football. You know? Ah. I can't get a running game going. Let's do a play action here. That looks like him. That does look like him. I would go to R1 or L1. I might go to Galt though if he gets open enough. I'm going to Galt. Let's go. Oh, dude, you got to catch that ball, man. Come on. I mean, really? I knew when I saw it, I'm like, this guy's going to be open. I just felt it. And that was a perfect pass. What is he doing? It's terrible. But yeah, they clean up a few things with this editor. They clean up some textures. They get the, they get it a little bit more stable. Let's motion this guy over. I'd love to go to R1, but I think I'm either going to go to triangle or R1. Triangle. What kind of a freaking throw was that? I don't have my feet planted then. I think I threw it too early. I stopped and then threw it. And he threw a freaking duck. But even that I like, because I know McMahon's not the most accurate, right? So you got to get the running game going with this team. Oh, God. Get up, get up. Damn, man. You see, even that's pretty damn cool. All right. But for anybody who's complaining about the current situation with football games, I'm telling you, man, jump on this game. Grab the editor if you want to have a, you know, more control, or grab the rosters, whatever you want to do, you know? I didn't want to do that. Late hit should be off. I just want it off. Did he use a visor? Maybe he did. Maybe he did.
We gotta start putting up a better fight.
I have a feeling they're coming this way. I still put a hit on that QB. I still put a hit on that QB. They didn't call it. Oh, this camera thing's killing me. Sorry. That's a light hit in today's world. But I put late hits on 0, so that's roughing the passer, actually, not late hit. Yeah, he had the headband. Maybe, yeah. I don't think he had a visor. Yeah. Back then, did they even have visors? I don't even know. That's a good point. All right. We'll take that. So we got to get some defense going here. Let's pick something that's going to hopefully stop them here. Got a blitz coming after him. They're running the ball. Are they crazy? Good stop. Man, I played in leagues with this game. And this game, the X's and O's in this game are so important. Like, you need to, there's so much strategy to this game. There's so much like real football in this game that you have to really, oh, I almost fumbled that. You saw that? See, that's what's cool about it too. Like, he even like drops, he struggles with that, with like even getting the ball. Look, let me just do it this way. He bobbles it right there on the floor. Then he has to pick it up, and the kicker takes more time to come back. And it just things like that are just, the little details are so beautiful, and that's why I love this game so much. And like I said, this game is part of the reason why I made Legend Bowl, right? This game is what I've been missing for a long time, right? And I know Legend Bowl's not a 3D game. Look at that. That's pretty cool too. The guys are running pretty slow. I don't know why, if that's just game speed is normal. But it's cool to jump on and play a little bit of this, you know, and have a little bit of fun. I don't get to play games that often. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. Finally, somebody catches a ball. Let's try to get the running game going. Ah, good tackle. Come on, Peyton, wake up. Oh, God, they ate that apart. These sliders are pretty rough. Making me work here. I'm on a hot route. All right, I make my own play there. I'm either going to go to Y or R1. Yeah. Oh, I almost caught it. That was not a good pass. That wasn't a good choice. These are tough.
Oh yeah, Butter. I'm coming. I'm blocking this.
Oh, that guy almost got it again. That's the downside to kicking a low punt like that. And I'm not playing this like I normally would play it because I'm streaming, you know, but I normally wait to see what they show so that I can kind of get an idea of what's coming. I'm blitzing this dude. Man, I was almost there. But see, I put pressure on him. Pressure's important. I wish the Bills did more of it. Freaking, we let Burrow do whatever he wanted to do, man. That was sad. We played so soft that game. It'd be cool to play a season with this game. It's been a while. Somebody get him. Come on. Man, I need runs like that. Gerald Riggs. He did a great job with the uniforms. Tackle this dude. Tackle this dude. Jesus, this guy's just beating us up. We're getting tired out there. Those counters, man. You got to follow the line of scrimmage on those plays. I'm looking at the halfback. You have to follow the lineman. If you don't follow the lineman, then you're going to be in trouble. You need to keep your eyes on the right people. All right, finally, stop him. Third down. Let's see what we could come up with here. What are they going to do? No, I'll do cover 3. Let's see. I'm going to blitz somebody. Actually, I don't have anybody to blitz with. Good D. Good D. Thank you. Finally. Oh, God. Pick it up. The live ball right there, folks. I'm running this ball, guys. I'm running this ball. I got to get my running game going. This team was all about running back in the day. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Somebody block 56. Oh, he's dead. He's tired. He's tired. He's tired, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Woo! That was a 98-yard run, guys. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Let me just see a little bit of that replay. See, it only goes back so far, though. By that time, I was gone. Look at the sweetness. Look at the sweetness. Let the sweetness do his thing. The sweetness, yep. And kicking, this is the best kicking mechanic out of any football game ever made. The kicking in this game, they did it perfectly. No meters, no bullshit. It was just smooth. You know, I wish they had a little bit more things right here, but they show you right at the end, timing, slightly early, slightly right. Still a good kick. But the best is the field goals. The field goals are awesome the way the game did it. Hey, what's going on, Rare 80? All right, we got to get a stop here and hopefully gain some momentum back. Jeez, man. These guys are killing us in those short routes, those little cross routes. And they've been running the ball like crazy. I had to make that tackle from the other side. Come on. Guys already got 100 yards. Come on, guys. That's all me right there, baby. Get out of my zone. Get out of my zone. Can't stop me. Please. Coming in with that crash blitz. There's sliders in the game, Landon, so you can adjust them, but this game plays beautifully. It's a thing of beauty, I could tell you. Thank you, thank you. Had enough of that guy. All right, third down. What are we doing? This 3-4 defense is working out pretty nice. I'm calling key zone. And what's cool is you could even match up guys. Like if I want to, you know, grab a couple guys and put them into man. There you go. Pick up that ball. Oh, come on, baby. All right. All right. Let's try to get something going here.
You shouldn't even have tried to bring that one back. What's wrong with you?
98 yards. Those were literally all of his yards right there. That's how crappy we've been running the ball. I thought I saw a hole there for a second. Best football game ever made, guys. Right here. I'd love to go to L1, but he's going to take a while. Block. Good catch, baby. Good catch. Let's keep going. Oh my God, ran into his palms. Good tackle, Jesus. guy's killing us. Good tackle. Call timeout. What's up, sire? My face being covered by that stupid subscribe thing. I think it is, isn't it? Oh well.
Man, we need more out of you. Where you been today?
Don't worry, man. I'm gonna get turned around.
Good defense right there. Call timeout. That's a good stop. Hell of a stop. If Peyton didn't tackle him, that would have been pick 6. So that was good that he got him. That was a sidewinder. 35 people in here. 41. It says 41 and 35. I don't know which one to believe. But we have a lot of people in here. Definitely hit that like button because you know YouTube loves likes. People need to know about this game. To this date, there's so many people that just won't even ever play this. But once they get their hands on it, nah, let that go. We'll let that go out of the end zone, and now we're up. See if we can get a little bit of a drive going here. No, not him. I don't want him. I want him. Hurry up. Get there. Get there. Wide open. Let's go. See if we can sneak a little run in on him. Jesus. All right, we got to call timeout there. Mike Ditka. Those textures are pretty solid. Why is he giving him grief? This play is going to work. I'm throwing right to goal. I don't care what Britt's going to do. Let's go, goal. Let's go. All right. Get out of bounds. Nice play. And some plays are exploitable in this game. You can get away with some of those plays. I'd love to go to Y here, but I know. Jesus. Yeah, I just call timeout. I gotta call timeout. I know that I'm out of timeouts now, though. I'm going to go shotgun here. Go bunch. Why are they booing? I'm gonna have time, don't worry. Why can't I look at my... What's going on? Why can't I do anything? I can't push any buttons. That was weird. I couldn't hike the ball. I've never seen that before. Maybe the emulator.
Let's go.
There we go. All right. I'm going to R1. I know it's kind of a cheat, but I'll take it. All right. We got to get a play to the sideline because anything else is going to be... I'm not going. I'm either going to go to the end zone or I'm going to the sidelines. One of the two. Let's try this one. I'm going to square or Y. I mean, my feet are set, man. Why are you throwing such trash? I got to go for a field goal here. Where am I, 42? I'm not punting that ball. Where's the wind?
Let's make sure we keep...
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Pure cheese. Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm calling it Y. I know. I can't believe I just caught that ball. And that was all the computer, too. I didn't do anything. But that throw was good. I mean, I threw... You know, I gave him just enough time to get it off before that guy got to me. I mean, I pushed the button right here. And it took all that time to load up. And I don't know how the hell he didn't get me. He got held. Look at that pass. Look at this pass. This is a thing of beauty right here, guys. On two guys, man. Wow. I'll take that. All right. Let's knock this in. I could play this game all day long, but unfortunately... Oh my God, he almost got blocked. Stick skills. That's right. Hey, I got a good comeback going. I was finally able to settle down my defense. Had a huge couple red zone stops. Nice. But let's take a look at the stats. I'm playing 10-minute quarters, and this stream's already been going on for about an hour, so do we want to see the halftime show? Do they show replays in the PS3 version? I think you needed the hard drive, right? Okay, I want to see the stats. So they have much better offensive production with first downs, but I have some big plays. That huge running play was so big for me. Rushing is this game, man. This game right here is all about rushing. Sometimes, if you have the right players, you have to take advantage of the running game. I mean, my McMahon's stats are trash. Rushing stats are pretty nice, though. Yeah. So I hate to cut it short, guys, but this game's taking longer than I wanted it to because they're playing with 10-minute quarters, but I need to go eat something and take a break. But I had some fun playing. Let me know if you guys want me to do more of these streams. I'm enjoying them, and I'm going to release a video in a minute that talks about the console port and where we're at. So be sure to check that out. But I'm going to take off. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate everybody coming through. Get this game if you don't have it. Get it on your PC if you can. You can also get it on the Steam Deck. I need to figure out how to do that. I don't know how well it plays, but I hear it plays pretty well. But APF is back. APF is back on PC, baby. So pick it up. And the All Pro Football Editor, there's a link below if you want to go pick it up and have some fun. And thanks to everybody coming through. I really appreciate it. Peace out. I'm out. Peace.